Hello everyone, it is Briximus Prime, back for another Star Wars The Black Series action figure review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Star Wars The Black Series 50 Years of Lucasfilm Archive Series Grand Admiral Thrawn. And also, Happy May the 4th, by the way. And yes, I picked my particular figure up at my local GameStop. I did not show it off on Toy Hunt or Instagram or anything, because honestly I was kind of in a tired, bad mood, but anyway, I did find him, and so I'm reviewing him, so here we are. And honestly, I don't really have that much to say about it being Thrawn, but anyway, let's just save it for the review, so let's get right on into the review by starting with the packaging. And since this is my first time having one of these Archive Series, Black Series figures, so I can show off the packaging for the first time, right up top here, just say 50 Years of Lucasfilm, Star Wars The Black Series, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Got a big bubble showcasing the figure inside. Has an image of Grand Admiral Thrawn in classic Black Series style packaging. 4+ Hasbro Archive. Here on the back of the box, you get the Star Wars The Black Series Grand Admiral Thrawn. It reads, Thrawn was a male Chiss with striking blue skin, red eyes, and an angular face known for his brilliant strategic mind and ruthlessness. And then down here it says 50 Lucasfilm, and then it's got a timeline here kind of showing you where Thrawn sort of showed up within the timeline of, the existence of Lucasfilm. And then down here Hasbro and all that stuff. So anyway, and as you can see, I did get it at GameStop, paid $24. So yeah, but I can say it was very well worth it, because I love Thrawn. He's one of my favorite characters ever. So anyway, let's just get right on into the figure. And Thrawn only comes with one accessory. He comes with the standard blaster rifle, what am I saying? The standard blaster pistol for Imperial officers. And I cannot remember the name of this gun right off the top of my head, so leave it in the comments, please. That would be very much appreciated. But yes, I do recognize the gun. I've seen this one many times. But yeah, it's the only accessory included with Thrawn. Looks very nice. Got some nice molding. Looks pretty good. And Thrawn does feature a holster that easily allows the gun to be holstered right there. And here is the Grand Admiral himself, and he looks phenomenal. Now, at first, when I saw the first promotional images for this figure, the blue in his skin looked a little bit too pale to me, like it looked a little bit too pale, but I can assure you, after getting this figure in person and actually seeing him, like in person when I saw him at GameStop, I can safely say the blue looks to be a very nice shade of blue. It's not as dark or it's not as much of a saturated blue as we see in the Rebels cartoon, but it is a very nice blue. So anyway, let's just get right on into Thrawn's details. Starting off with Thrawn's head sculpt here, I very much like the way how they sculpted Thrawn out here with the blue. The eyes look great. I love how the hair came out in that very, very dark blue that comes out as a black. It looks great. And then the eyes and the lips, just everything looks phenomenal. And I like how shiny he looks as well. But yeah, he has some very, very nice molding going on. And then coming down onto his shoulders and onto the neck, I like how they painted the little silver, the little pins on his neck there. He's got the golden shoulder pads to indicate of his Grand Admiral. He's got the code cylinders right there. And then there's his Grand Admiral badge. Looks very nice. I like all the wrinkles that are molded in on the uniform. Obviously, there's nothing much to say about the uniform, because this is just the standard Imperial officer uniform. Same thing goes to the belt. Pretty standard belt here for the Imperial officers. There's the gun holstered in. Overall, very nice molded detail here on the Imperial officer thing right here. There is some cut slots right here on the sides, which allow him to not have any hindered articulation in the legs, so I appreciate they went with that. The hands here look very nice in that very nice shade of blue. I liked how the knuckles were molded, and everything looks very nice. And this was kind of more of a grabby hand, and this one is more of a trigger finger hand, so that obviously he is more of a righty right there. And then he's got those widened hips right there, because that's the standard for Imperial officers. And then there are the standard Imperial officer boots. So very nice. He does feature the peg holes on the bottom of the feet. And overall, very nice molding. So anyway, getting into Thrawn's Articulation. The head is on a ball joint, though it is very tight in the disc hinge. So he can look down that far, not too much, but again, my thing's really tight, so you can probably go even more. The head can look up that far, which is not too shabby, so you can look up pretty good. The head can look from side to side, and it is a little tight, as I mentioned before. Not really any head pivoting as that at all. Shoulders can rotate a full 360. They can move up that far. They can move down all the way. He doesn't get a bicep swivel, but he does get a swivel at the elbow, and then he bends more than 90 degrees at the elbow right there. This wrist rotates and hinges in and out, and then this hand toggles in and out as well. There's the roll of the dice right there. He does get a diaphragm joint right here. He does have an arcing back and a crunch. You can use this as a waist rotation, and he does get a little bit of side-to-side pivoting. Hips move outward pretty far. Like I mentioned, the little cut part right there allows for his hips to not be hindered in any way. Hips can kick forward that far. They can kick back that far. He does get a upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees that are not too tight. There are no pinless joints, but it looks really good. So double jointed knees. No boot rotation. The ankles do move up. They do move down, and he does get ankle pivot. So overall, he's got quite more articulation than I thought he would for a figure of this character. And I'm really happy that Hasbro went the extra mile and really gave him a lot of really nice posability. So anyway, that is basically it for that. And here is Grand Admiral Thrawn with the last Star Wars The Black Series figure. Well, not the last one I reviewed. I have a habit of saying that now. But the Star Wars The Black Series figure that I had on hand. This is the Beskar Mandalorian. Why do I get the feeling these two are going to see each other at some point? And did I forget to mention, you can improve this guy's articulation if you introduce a stand! Though it's not like he really needs it. And when you introduce a stand, it does bring in some pretty good, a lot more variety to his poses, other than just a vanilla standing pose or whatever. Because that is really what Thrawn is posed to be more in most of the time. And that is basically it for my review on the Star Wars The Black Series Archive Series Grand Admiral Thrawn. And it's Thrawn. Like there's no doubt about it. This is probably the best Black Series Thrawn we're going to have, other than that San Diego Comic-Con version, that we're going to be getting in a long while. I mean, come on. Come on. This figure is everything you need for a Thrawn. He's got the blue skin. He's got the gun. He's got the boots. He's got that look in his face. And he just looks phenomenal. The articulation is over the top a whole lot more than what you would expect for a... Because you wouldn't really think of Thrawn being in a Spider-Man pose or anything like that, but he can pull it off. He can pull off some pretty dynamic poses that you wouldn't really expect for him to be in. And I like that. I like that Hasbro provided the variety to be able to pose this guy however you want. So anyway, that is basically it for my review on the Star Wars The Black Series Thrawn. I love this character a lot, and I love this figure. So if I had to give this figure a ranking, I give this figure a solid 9 out of 10. Now, the reason why he doesn't really reach the 10 out of 10 is I kind of wish they maybe included a Yallamari to put around his neck, or maybe included some other accessory that he could have really, really needed. Like maybe even like a hologram of like a piece of artwork, or like the helmet of Sabine Wren, or I don't know, something extra other than just a blaster pistol. I feel like would have made this figure a lot better. But specifically a Yallamari. I would have very much liked to have seen a Yallamari to put around his neck, like an heir to the Empire. But anyway, other than that, I love the figure. Phenomenal. So anyway, that's basically it for this review. If you guys enjoyed the review, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below for more if you're not subscribed already. And also, be sure to hit that bell so that you're able to be notified of any new reviews. Be sure to check out the links in the description to my Instagram and my second channel. Thank you all for watching. This has been Briximus Prime, and I'll catch you guys next time.